Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having an incredible day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. We're going to look today at reading classics online, classic books online, and just going to kind of do a little demonstration about this and go with that. So thanks for being here. Join us daily. Check out our other videos. So let's get started. So I've been reading The Hobbit online, and so all I do is just here on my Google search or Safari search or DuckDuckGo search or whichever search it is I punch in read The Hobbit online. And so when you do that here on the iPad, it's going to come up with something that says archive.org PDF, and I punch it, and boom, there is The Hobbit. And this is actually the edition I've been reading, and it's excellent. The print size is absolutely fantastic on it, and you can, do it up. You may not be able to see it. The light might be too bright. But there's other editions as well. There's some PDFs that you actually turn the page. I just got through reading That Hideous Strength by C.S. Lewis online as well. Now, I was reading the Sonnets of Shakespeare online. So I punched in read Sonnets Shakespeare. And man, I found so much neat stuff on there online. Now, this is what I do. I've tried several different searches, and this is the one that works best for me. And so this one comes up on Project Gutenberg, and I hit read online web, and it's Project Gutenberg ebook of Shakespeare's sonnets. Again, absolutely fantastic print. And you have it right there. Now, Gutenberg has been going for years trying to upload all the books. Google Books has been doing it as well. Now, usually I have not had a lot of success with Google Books. I don't know if it's the print or what, but it's just something that it's difficult for me to read. Now, something else I do quite a bit, just for some basic historical reading and things like that. Like, I'll just go to Wikipedia. I'll punch in King John, England or something, or list of monarchs of England, and just go from place to place on that and read these cursory examinations. Now, we all know the various things about Wikipedia, the weaknesses of Wikipedia, and sometimes the different slants and viewpoints, and some of the emendations that are made on there, and all kinds of various things. But just for a basic thing, if I'm just wanting to learn some about a subject or a few different subjects, and then when it's got, it's a different color like blue, you hit that, takes you to another thing. It's a wealth of information. And then several times at the bottom there, it's going to have something, where you can read about that, or a definitive biography about that, or something along those lines. So like if we want to read, I'm just going to punch this in, read Life of Lincoln online. Let's see if it brings up Sandberg's. Yeah, Project Gutenberg, The Life of Abraham Lincoln by Ketchum, and I read online web, and The Life of Abraham Lincoln by Henry Ketchum. To my two older brothers, John Lewis Ketchum and Louis Alexander Ketchum, has all kinds. It's got like 40 different chapters in here, things like that. It's got the release date for this, Just all kinds of stuff on there. Let's see what else it brought up for the life of Lincoln. Yeah, Gutenberg also have The Life of Abraham Lincoln by John Hugh Bowers. The Life of Abraham Lincoln by none other, get this, than Ida M. Tarbell, Ida Minerva Tarbell, who exposed Rockefeller so much, you know. And then on archive.org, again, that's another one I use quite a bit, is different lives of Lincoln, and then the life of Abraham Lincoln. Another thing, like I'll just punch in like different inauguration speeches or various speeches of U.S. presidents, John Quincy Adams, and there's all kinds of, I love reading John Quincy Adams, by the way. John Adams, I like reading him as well. And it brings up a whole host of things. Let's look up this Ida Mae Tarbell, and Ida Mae Tarbell, History of Standard Oil. Now, for many years, that was kind of suppressed, History of Standard Oil, because, you know, it caused it to be broken up into 25% things for the Rockefeller history of, and I didn't put read online. Let's look at that. Let's see what comes up with that. Some of the Amazon, yeah, the History of Standard Oil Company by Ida Mae Tarbell, copyright 1904, a real classic, just tremendous. So archive.org, Gutenberg, let's see, Gutenberg.org, a couple of my go-to places for reading classics. Let's see, what are some other classics? Let's see, Read 1984, Read 1984 online. See, I don't even have to know the author, you know. I know it's George Orwell, but we're just punching that in. Read 1984 online. It's going really slow, like it really doesn't want me to read 1984 online. Let's punch that in again. Let's see. Read 1984 online. Book. We'll punch in book this time. Boom. Here it comes. Archive.org. There we go. Now, this is one of those that I don't particularly like, that you have to kind of flip the page. I've used them before, but it's not my favorite way to do it. As a matter of fact, it may have been The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings or one of them recently I was reading like that. Yeah, that's another one that is. Let's hit openlibrary.org. Let's see what goes on there. Search inside, want to read, Signet class. I think that's interlibrary loan, maybe. It's what it's. There's actually a georgeorwell.org, which I've been surprised that on some of these there's some, like, I didn't realize it's 595 pages. I've read it several times, but yeah, so this is on usarchive.org, and man, just a tremendous edition of that comes up. You look, Animal Farm or Brave New World Revisited. I mean, you can just get all kinds of stuff. I've been reading like the writings of King James, there's websites about that, Counterplast Against Tobacco and his Basilicon Doron and all kinds. So there's just a lot of tremendous resources online. I haven't even begun to explore like AI. I'm not sure I ever will, but I'm sure AI is going to explore us. It's going to become kind of a part of our everyday life. Let's look up Read Jules Verne online. Read Jules Verne online. Let's go here. Yeah, books by Jules Verne sorted by popularity. So from the Earth to the Moon and Round the Moon, you can sort it by title. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I remember at Disney World way back in the 70s, that was always an amazing thing. Sister Waldron and I enjoy listening to Around the World in 80 Days when it comes on XM. Journey to the Center of the Earth, Mysterious Island. So let's say 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, an underwater tour of the world. Boom, I hit that. Boom, read online. Here we are. We're reading. Beautiful. That almost looks like a Maxfield Parrish cover. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And again, it's just in a tremendous... Now, I'm not real computer literate, so I don't know about making notes and all kind of stuff. If I really see something that I'm extremely interested in, I'll just screenshot it, and then I have it in my photos. And that's how I kind of keep up with stuff. But you can just read all kinds of classics online. Dickens is another one of my favorite. Read Charles Dickens online. Read Charles Dickens online. I know my friend Devin Batten, he's a reader too, man, just a big reader. And so it's taken a long time. It used to not take this long. I mean, isn't it odd? You remember 25 years ago, we're doing dial-up, and it's, now if it's 4 seconds, it's like, what in the world? So A Christmas Carol. One of the fascinating things about the Christmas Carol to me is once I was studying philosophy, I understood he was attacking Kant, Malthus, all types of people, maybe even Hegel. That it's not just this neat story that really served to bring England back to a certain type of Christianity at a certain time. That was some of his thing. But he was like attacking different philosophical things. Oliver Twist, Christmas Carol. It's like Great Expectations, read online. There you go. And so, I've got behind me the Harvard classics, the great books of the Western world, and all kinds of annals of America. I mean, you can basically read all that on here. I've done some videos not too long ago about doing research and reading Christian theological works online, the various places to do that, Pilgrim's Progress, and on and so forth. So again, let's see, read Charles Spurgeon online. Let's see what we get there. He was always a favorite of most apostolic preachers. Read Charles Spurgeon online. I know you can go to like Blue Letter Bible. I would consider that a classic too. It's coming from Christian perspective. Oh, it's just taken so long to get there. Let's see when this thing will come out here. I wonder if it's because my history needs to be. Read Charles Spurgeon online. Let's do that again. Read Charles Spurgeon. Now, of course, many of the new ones online, there it comes up. It's going to be more difficult. Now, you can use Audible. You can download ebooks, and they're normally much cheaper. I think Apple Library, Sermon of the Week, The Remembrance of Christ. Who is Spurgeon? His personal library. Spurgeon's own writings and select volumes in Spurgeon's library. But I'm not finding it on Gutenberg, but there's like Bible notes online, all 63 volumes preached by Spurgeon. A Defense of Calvinism. There you have it, 30 pages. This message is from C.H. Spurgeon's autobiography. So even if it's not on Gutenberg, archive, that kind of thing, a lot of times you can find just tremendous books. And, get with older folks, see what books. There's a lot of books that are amazing that don't get passed down to the next generation. The authors don't. And so the knowledge is just almost kind of lost, except for extremely few number of people, if any. And then they'll have it. And again, you can just find them on here. A Merry Christmas from Job 1. That sounds good. So reading classics online, pretty amazing. Give attendance to reading. That's what Scripture says. Love you. Bye-bye.